My name's Alison Kinnaird and I'm an artist who works with glass. Basically I'm a wheel engraver, and this is a very old technique which hasn't really changed very much since Roman times. It's basically a small lathe that turns copper wheels, and you apply carborundum paste to this, and then you hold the glass against it and you grind out the designs that you've put on the glass. I start off with a piece of glass that I'm interested in, and really the glass kind of dictates what you're going to do on it, because it allows you to express your ideas. I've worked mostly with the human figure, and I think that most of the times I depict it, it's unclothed, and this is because I don't like to tie it to any particular time or place or fashion. So that you're dealing with experiences and emotions that are really rather more universal. These blocks that I work on, I call them apartment blocks because it's got a sort of double meaning. First of all, the figures are quite contained in them, quite separate, but also you can build little tower blocks out of them and have domestic dramas going on in each little space. Each of the figures sort of represents some emotion going on, so people can make up little stories about what the figures mean to each other and what the relationships are. You know, looking into the figures, they're transparent in different ways. You know, you're looking inside the figure in a metaphorical sense as well as a literal sense, and you can play wonderful games and tricks with the reflections that are actually contained within the piece of glass itself. Recently I've been inspired by nature subjects as well, which is quite unusual for me, but I've been looking at birds and feathers in particular, and I think that they're symbolic of many things. In the past, the birds have often been used as symbols for the human soul, and I think glass has got a spiritual quality that really takes this in a new direction. So I've been working with birds and wings as a subject, and particularly dwelling on feathers, which are very, very beautiful things in themselves. Over the last 100 years, as industrial processes have changed, there are fewer and fewer people who can do copper wheel engraving, and it really isn't taught very much at all, so there aren't very many of us. It's also a very difficult technique to get in control of. It's easy to make marks, but it's difficult to make the marks exactly where you want and how you want them to be. So I think that puts a lot of people off trying it. It does take time, and I think though that the effects that you get are quite special.